Hey, everybody, and here we are back for another edition of Trey's Chow Down Live, and I got Kookie Haven in the house. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Hey. So we're going to go through our original Hot Topics first, and then we're going to get back with Kookie Haven and talk about everything they've done and where they're going. All right, guys, so Hot Topics this morning. As everybody know, Monday night we were excited because we had our TV launch with TCN. So if you're listening out there in Radio Land, you can get us on TCN. You just got to go to tcncountry.com and Google them, and you can find our app, the app, and you can find us no matter where you are in the nation. You can find us and watch all our shows, so we're excited about that. Okay, guys, so we've got some bad news for 2020. We've got all the restaurants that are closing in the nation for 2020. They're already out, and it kind of shocker, but Pizza Hut's going to close 500 restaurants for 2020. Luby's is going to close 10. Wow. Steak and Shake is going to close 60.
Wow.
Yep. Tim Hortons, which is a family-style restaurant, they're going to close 36. Red Robin's going to close 10. Wow. Hometown Buffet is going to close 217. That's a lot, isn't it?
Wow. Wow.
Oof. Fuddruckers are going to close 24. Boston Market, this isn't a shocker. Those guys have been in bankruptcy before. They're going to close 45.
Wow.
Applebee's going to do 120.
Wow.
Going to close 120. IHOP, 40. But, you know, now some of these might be older units. They just don't want to rebuild or remodel.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Burger King, no shocker, 250.
Wow.
Carl's Jr., 150.
Wow.
Cone and Grill, the sushi people, 42. That's not a shock. They've been having trouble. And in Dallas, close to these ladies' place right here, but it's in Deep Ellum, not Bishop's Art District. Terry Black's Barbecue opened. They had the grand opening this week. Actually, we just couldn't make it because we had our TV launch. Old South Pancake House is making their progress at their new place in Burleson, and Salaryman opened in Oak Cliff. It's a small 24-seat place in Oak Cliff. It's it's supposed to be very, very, very good.
Okay. Let me
Try them out.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna get into it with the Kookie Haven ladies. Only we're missing one of them.
Yes.
Yeah,
Kim?
she didn't want to come.
No.
Okay, so who's the youngest?
I am.
Okay, let's start with you. Or the oldest.
Right. Only by a little bit.
I know. I can tell. I know. I just didn't know who to start with first. So, okay. So tell us your name.
I'm Darla McCuen.
That's Darla and
Nita Briggs.
Briggs,
Yes.
and the third one.
Kim Haynes.
That's the one I met.
Yes.
Over there at Kookie Haven.
Yes.
Because y'all were busy,
Yes.
acting like you were busy.
It's an act.
Seriously busy.
I know you're busy.
Yeah.
So, where are y'all? Are y'all from this area, or did you move here when you were kids?
We're from Oklahoma,
Oklahoma.
but we've been here forever. So our husband says, then we're from Texas, but originally from Oklahoma City.
Right.
That's so y'all moved in the. Was it a long time ago you moved down?
Oh yes. I think I was 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And so yeah.
you're Texan.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
right.
what it was. That we're Texas.
Besides, the border of Texas kind of creeps up into Oklahoma now anyway. So
It does. It
It
does.
does.
we can thank all the casinos for that. Just keep it going and going and going. For long, it's going to be one strand casinos all the way up the interstate.
That's true. That's true.
They're the ones making all the money.
I know.
True. Yeah.
They need cookies.
Yeah, they do need cookies. Hey, might be a Kookie Haven in the future in there.
Cookies.
I like that.
So y'all grew up here. What did y'all start baking originally? I mean, did y'all start baking as kids? Let me back up a little bit. All the recipes, was it your grandmother's or mom's or something that I read?
So some of the recipes, 85% of the cookie recipes were our mom's recipes.
Okay.
And that's where we started with the cookie recipes. And so our mom just our mom is she's a good baker. Right. And a good cook.
Yeah.
Right.
And so when she cooked, now she's tiny. She was a tiny lady.
Right.
She weighed about like 100 pounds.
Oh, wow. That's very tiny.
Very tiny. But she cooked and she didn't really eat a lot.
Right.
And so.
How's that? When I cook, I nibble on everything.
No,
She just didn't like to
I mean,
eat.
she would eat one chicken wing the whole day.
Yeah.
Oh,
And wouldn't finish it.
I'm more like a bucket of chicken wings.
And so my mom, our moms, she loved cooking, and actually my siblings loved cooking. I mean, Nita and Kim and our sister Tracy, I didn't like cooking, so I stayed away from the kitchen. As a matter of fact, I was a joke of the family about cooking. Yes, I was.
Because you're the one that didn't cook.
I was the one that did
Right.
not cook.
Well, you said there's 4 of you.
Right.
So all girls,
All girls.
Yeah.
no boys.
No.
No,
Boy, that was a heck of a household.
it
Yes.
was.
I did,
It was.
I did thought so.
Yeah, I did thought so.
Yeah, you did.
And so, and I'm really kind of pass on to Nita because she knows the whole timeline with mom and all that. So
Right.
okay.
But we do have one other sister. She passed away. So
Oh, okay.
that's right. But
So there was 5.
no, it was 4.
The other one passed away.
Yes,
okay,
yes. She was the character of the family.
Oh, she was. Y'all are all characters. I'll have to talk to you 5 minutes and realize you're all characters.
No, she thinks she's a stand-up comedian. I exaggerate not.
I am funny. I'm funny. She didn't think so.
I'm sure you are. So was your mom's recipes. Now, did you
What was her cookie recipes?
cookie recipes? So, well, let me ask you this: did those recipes come from her mom, or did she create the recipes
She
herself?
created
She
herself.
created them.
Yeah.
Okay, so she didn't eat, but she created recipes.
Yes.
Yes.
How did?
Well, she wanted to make money, extra money, so she did it for money,
Oh,
right? So she would
that's
sell them.
okay. See, that's awesome. Now, see, I would
Yes.
never,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
I would have thought she was doing it for the family, whatever.
Oh no.
No.
So, no.
Well, because we were single mom, and so she had
Divorced mom,
mom, and raised 4 girls, and so she, my mom our mom always worked. She was always working, and so just trying to raise her girls, and so she did the baking for extra money.
Okay,
Yes.
that's awesome.
Yes.
So when she was doing the baking, did y'all ever go in there and steal from her? Were y'all her test kids, or
Well,
you just?
well, no, actually, she didn't start baking until we were grown.
Oh,
so
okay,
she started
okay.
baking,
Okay.
and so then she would bake cookies, and she would send them all over. She would send them to Darla. Darla's kids, they would always enter contests. And whenever they won a contest, it was 2 of them. They'd always win first and second place.
Correct, correct,
And
correct.
so then one day, my husband, he said that we should maybe do something with this. We should go ahead and do something. So we said, okay. So we started baking cookies out of my house when it wasn't legal. It wasn't legal back then. It's legal now, but it wasn't. And so we did that. We were doing about 100 dozen cookies every Sunday.
Wait. So you started baking them out of your house
Yes.
on Sundays. You're making 100. You said 100 dozen.
100
100
dozen. We got
dozen.
to 100 dozen. And then at first it didn't start, it was probably about 30, 40 dozen. Then it got to 100. And so it was so many cookies that when she would take them to her job, it was crazy.
Wait, that if you multiply that times 12, you realize how many cookies? That's 1,200 cookies.
No, we were making a lot of
in
cookies.
one oven, yeah.
And they were big cookies.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
were
yeah.
huge cookies.
Yeah.
What?
Nice
How
size.
did you?
It was
What-
hard.
I would, but you know what? You were obviously passionate about it because you made it work.
Yes.
True.
So you made it work.
True.
Yes.
No matter what you did the reason for, you was passionate about what you were doing it for, and you made it work.
True.
Right, exactly. And so after we got to about 100, we decided to open up our first store. And so we opened up the store, and I quit my job. You just quit cold turkey, and we opened up the store in DeSoto.
In DeSoto. That was our
Okay,
first
that was
store.
right. Now that's the first one I know about. So
in 2002.
I have not Cookie Haven. Let me just back up real quick. Cookie Haven is what's your address? What's that street it's on?
337 West Jefferson.
337 West Jefferson, and it's a beautiful new building.
Yes.
And I really enjoy going over there. So it's Cookie Haven. So
Yes.
okay, now I want to just in case I want to look it up while we're talking.
No,
Like,
thank
go
you.
ahead.
So we were there for about 2.5 years. We were there.
In DeSoto.
Yes, in DeSoto.
Okay.
Back then, we were behind the Church's Chicken, so you really couldn't see us. But we sold to like Baylor Hospital. We
Right.
did like dentist office. I thought a lot of dentists would buy from us. I thought it was it was pretty good. Get their patients to have cavities and they
Right.
keep coming back. So that was pretty good stuff. We thought it was neat. And so we did more companies.
Good
We had-
marketing plan.
Yes, I thought that was pretty smart. And so we did it for 2.5 years. Then our mom got sick. And so we shut down, and it was really hard. We were making money for the store, but not for us. And so
Okay.
she got sick. We shut down. We said, we'd never do this again. We're done. And so then.
That was the first one.
Yes.
And you're behind Church's Fried Chicken.
Yes.
Now listen, Church's and Popeyes, they got great chicken. They have a lot of traffic. So you said they couldn't see you or could see you behind the store?
Well, we
could
had
not.
we could not see us. We had a billboard behind, like a big board behind
Okay.
it, and so people
Okay.
did come, but we had more companies back then.
I got you, okay.
And so what happened was that when they got sick, our sister passed away, and our mom died 4 months later. So they died within 4 months of each
Oh,
other.
gosh.
And so we said we're done with cooking. So then Darla and I, we're entrepreneurs by heart, right?
Well, Nita, okay, our dad was an entrepreneur, and if he could sell it, he did. I mean, from anything.
Yeah.
And so Nita had that same spirit. I didn't. I really did not have that spirit. But but I'm one of those people that I can get aboard and I can help.
Right.
And so what happened was when she was having all these great ideas, we were like, Okay, I'm like, this sounds great. I mean, this sounds great. And we went down and registered how many businesses?
10.
10 businesses.
10 businesses. Oh, at the
Record.
courthouse.
Yes.
Yeah, at the
Yes.
records house.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were thinking about other things. We weren't thinking anything about
Right.
cookies. Or
Yeah, we
whatever.
didn't want to do
Right.
cookies. Yeah.
no.
And then we
Oh,
started.
anything but cookies.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so then we took a class.
Yeah, we did take a class. Well, what happened was we decided we were going to do cookies. We said, no, we're going to do brownies. So we cooked brownies that weekend, and we got tired of eating them. We said, nah, no brownies. So then we decided we enrolled in SMU's, they have a business class. So we took their class.
That's
SMU.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a really good class. We
It
learned
is.
a lot.
We did.
But during the class, they had a pitch night where you had to, towards the end of the class, you had to pitch your business. We didn't know what we wanted to do. We had 10 different businesses, not cookies. And so we skipped that
That
part of the
segment.
class.
We
That segment of the
skipped it.
class, we came in late because we didn't know what we were going to do.
So we couldn't give a pitch.
Oh, so you didn't give a pitch.
No,
Right,
no.
So we-
Because you didn't want to do cookies anymore.
Well, we didn't know what we wanted to do.
They thought we were joking. But we didn't know what to do, and
Okay.
so they thought we were just keeping it a secret. So after that, we started. We were praying about something. We were praying about things, and all of a sudden, Cookie Haven came up, and I called Darla and I said, "We're going to do Cookie Haven again." She said, "Okay." So then we went to register Cookie Haven because I think it had just expired because we were closed 10 years. And
Okay.
I think the month before it had just expired. Our
So
name.
you were closed 10 years.
10 years, yes, 10 years.
Okay, I'll stop you real quick. Where did the name Cookie Haven come from?
Good question. Our mom.
Okay.
They called her Miss Cookie.
Okay.
And so we named it after her, Cookie Haven.
Yeah,
That's
like-
awesome.
like
See,
space,
so
right?
that name means something to y'all.
Yes,
It does. It
yes.
Do you tell people that?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
yes.
All right.
we
Because
do
that's
tell-
important.
Yeah, yes, we do.
Yeah,
We do.
she was Miss Cookie. So after we registered the name, we started with the SMU. We started doing Cookie Haven again in the home when it was legal. Now it was legal.
The cottage law.
Yeah,
Okay.
cottage law. So legally, we were selling cookies out of the house. And we met a guy, and he said, "You all should make cakes." And we were like, "No, we're not doing that." We're not-
Y'all just don't like suggestions, do you?
People say that.
And so we said no. Then we went immediately and we enrolled in Michael's, a class at Michael's,
Okay.
at Michael's store. We enrolled in classes how to do cakes. We didn't know how to do cakes at all. So we went to Michael's and learned how to do cakes. Decorate cakes. So then we said, well, now we need some recipes because we had no recipes. So we came up with about 14 recipes in 10 days. Yeah.
Okay, was this trial and error?
But it was. We had a lot of tasters, and we had some tasters that would taste our product. And we also had, so you had trial and error. So there was one particular dessert flavor, strawberry.
Right.
And Nita was in there trying to get this strawberry together. And Kim and I said, just leave it alone because 10 tries, we still didn't have strawberry. And I was like, we don't have to have strawberry. And she was like, I am not going to be defeated by strawberry. we are going to have strawberry cake. And so on the 14th try, it was amazing. Strawberry is our number one seller at the store. And people are like, they cannot believe we would have had Cookie Haven without strawberry because it's our number one seller.
So it took
14.
14 years.
14
No,
tries.
14 tries.
Right.
14, I was thinking about the 10-year gap.
Okay.
When I said
No.
14 years. So 14 tries.
Yes.
But you didn't stop until you got it done.
Well,
See?
she didn't
Correct.
stop.
Well,
Right.
that's
Right.
that entrepreneur. That's that
yes,
passion.
Yes,
Right,
yes.
right.
She didn't stop because
Yeah.
we
You
said,
say it's spirit. I say it's passion.
Yeah.
It's passion.
we said let it go. I mean, we were like,
So you want to quit.
Well, we wanted.
She didn't want to quit.
We want her to
Right.
stop with that.
Yeah.
With that strawberry, we really did because we thought every bakery does not have to have strawberry. I mean,
Apparently it does.
No, it's really funny because it's the number one seller. But I told her, I said, I'm not going to let flour and sugar defeat me. No way. I'm going to make this work. And so we figured it out.
So what was it? What was the defining moment? So 14 tries, but when you say 14 tries, was it 14 different dishes? Or were you just trying the same dish over and over again with different flavors?
well, okay, I'll let you speak.
Well,
'cause you
no,
actually-
it was just trying different recipes. I had a recipe that I created, and then I kept changing it. And every time I bring one out, Kim would just start laughing and said, "That's not it." And I'm like, "It's not funny." And they were talking about me. I'm like, "It's not funny." And so, and she said,
And her husband would laugh. Everybody would laugh because she.
Well, laughing probably made you do it more. I'm sure.
She's like that. She really is like
Yeah.
that. If
I'm
you
like-
said she can't do it, she's going to do it. Now she's going to do it.
no. And so I just thought, even though I don't like strawberry cake at all, but I'm thinking, no, I'm going to make this work. And so after the 14th try, they started clapping, and they're like, "Yes, you did it."
And we took it to our taste testers,
Yeah.
and they were amazed with it.
Yes.
See, isn't that awesome?
And they almost didn't have it on the menu. Crazy, but no. And so we created 14 different cakes in 10 days. And so our niece was getting married. So first wanted to get married because our kids are kind of slow. They don't get married
Very
quickly.
slow.
Very slow. And so we said, okay, we'll make her wedding cake. So we said, you can't taste it, you can't see it. let us just do it for you. So she said, okay. And so I think the night before the wedding, she came
Was
over.
this your first wedding cake?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
Yeah.
first.
Yeah,
It's out on our website.
She was a guinea pig.
That was our first cake that we, and so
Okay.
we bought I thought it was pretty cute. We bought the cake there, and we were so tired from doing the cake, we were exhausted. And the night before, we still didn't have an icing recipe.
Because people had suggested that we go purchase icing from the store and just add your own little to make it. And we were like,
that's not something y'all
yeah,
gonna do.
no,
I can tell you
no.
y'all ain't gonna do that.
well,
Exactly.
no, well, we purchased it and we tasted it. We said, oh, we're not doing that.
Right. And so that night before, I'm like, I got to figure out a recipe. I got to figure out a recipe. And then I woke up that night, the day before, and I said, got it. And so we tried the recipe, and we thought it was good. So she came over the night before a wedding. And we said, okay, you can taste it. You can taste the ice, you can't see it. And so when she tasted, she just started smiling. So we said, okay, we got it. so we took it to her wedding, and it was really a big hit.
Oh, my goodness, it was amazing.
It was crazy.
Most people get a slice of cake at a wedding. I mean, people were coming back 3 and 4 times for cake, and I think all the cake was gone, all of it.
Except for her cake that
Yes.
we saved for her. And so we said, okay, this is pretty good. So people said, did you all make it? We said, that's our last cake. We're not doing anymore.
Oh, here we go. We're not doing it anymore.
That was our last cake. We're like, really?
Ron, they're just destined not to do anything, aren't they?
We're like, that's the last cake, period. Right? Right? And then from that on, we thought about it for a little while. We thought about it. And we said, okay, why not?
So we did other wedding cakes, but now we don't do wedding cakes like that. It's
time consuming.
It's very time consuming.
So just so everybody knows, y'all always slept 2 hours because y'all been super busy. It's holidays and y'all are really
Yes.
you're busy
Yeah.
all the time
Yes.
anyway.
Yes.
But y'all didn't sleep much last night. You're
We
working.
didn't.
Y'all ran out the door to come here. When I was at your store in the middle of the day on a Saturday, it was a Saturday. Y'all were busy.
Right.
Every seat was full. People were standing up at the counter. I waited because I wanted to talk to one of y'all, but I also waited because I didn't want to bum rush anybody at the counter because I was just there kind of watching,
Okay.
Right.
seeing what was going on.
Right.
And that was probably not busy to y'all, but it seemed like y'all were busy to me.
No, it is because people are still learning about us, and so we want lines out the door.
I got news for you. You're gonna need a bigger place. You don't have very many seats in there. It's beautiful though. The place is beautiful, but man, it's not that big.
Well, no, we have room to grow. We can go upstairs.
Upstairs.
You got upstairs.
And then we have
We can
outdoor
go
seating.
upstairs.
And outdoor
Oh,
seating.
yeah, we
Oh.
do have we outdoor with what capacity of
Like
what?
20 people outdoors.
Okay,
And we have
okay.
And then we have upstairs too. Yeah,
Okay.
that's just blocked off. So that's not. It hasn't been developed yet, but we have room to go upstairs. So we have pictures kind of hiding and blinds hiding the area up there.
That's good.
Yes.
Because y'all are gonna need it.
like
y'all are
that.
gonna be very successful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Nita said something one time when we first started, and I thought she was way over the top. And her comment was that if we did not do Kookie Haven, we would do the world a disservice. And I thought, the world? She said, no. The world, not Dallas, not surrounding cities. She said, but if we don't do Kookie Haven, she said, because what we felt like is that people are used to box cake.
Right.
And I think, to be honest, that's what makes this a little more intense and more involved for us because everything starts from scratch, everything. And so when she says that the world that the world needs to have Kookie Haven, I'm thinking, we're just trying to get, we're just trying to get Mesquite out. And we were in Mesquite at one point. So I'm thinking that was pretty, and that was way back when she made that statement. And I thought that was a pretty bold statement to make. But Nita is our visionary. She is.
Yeah.
She's our visionary. She does. She's done things when we said no. She says yes, we can do this. And I believe that we can do certain things, and I'll push for certain things. But when it comes to the baking part of it, even like now, we have our scratch hot chocolate. Nita, how many tries was that?
I didn't count. It was a lot. It was a lot of tries.
Everyone laughed at her. I said, open up a Nestle's bag and let's go for it. And she said, we are not doing that because everything has to be from scratch. And so, but
Well, when they sent me when your PR firm sent me, what's the name of that firm?
Wayland.
That's right.
Yeah.
When Wayland sent
And
me,
Associates, yeah.
when I got the email, and because I said, you know what they're bringing, because I like to know everything going on,
Right.
so I can tell her about what we're doing. We can get the
Right.
set ready, and I saw hot chocolate. And I thought for a second, and I said, a normal guy would think hot chocolate. What? But I knew better.
Okay.
I knew it was going to be something delicious when you brought it.
It really is. So, but for us, when it comes to especially creating, we're thinking okay, Nita, because you have to kind of reel her in. Her mind is everywhere. She's thinking, creating.
That's that entrepreneur mind.
Yes, she is. She's
Everybody
everywhere.
doesn't have that mind.
Oh, it's true. Because Nita, because
Sometimes you don't want that
Because
mind.
sometimes, I mean, what was your prayer?
No, I just ask God not to give me any more ideas. I don't want any more. 'Cause I'm
Yeah.
tired of too many ideas. I'm always thinking. I don't want to think. So,
Well, they need you. Y'all are a team. See,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
a team.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. But I didn't want to think. I was tired of thinking. I said, I don't want another idea. And I kept trying to push him out. Like, nope. Can't do that one.
Okay, so you did that, but were you in Mesquite at that time? Because your other sister told me you were in Mesquite at one time.
Yes.
Yeah.
After we came back, after the 10 years that we were
Right.
closed, and then we did it in our house for 1 year, we called a friend of ours who owned a plumb. She has a plumbing business, and so we asked her could we lease one of her spots in the plumbing business. And people thought that's kind of weird. We were like, we didn't care, and so we remodeled that, and it was so cute.
It was so pretty.
It was so cute. It was so
pretty.
cute. We liked every place we've had. It was really cute. It was small, but it was nice.
Nice.
And
Very
so,
nice.
It worked though.
Oh,
It
yeah,
did.
oh,
It worked.
It
It
did.
did. It did. So we went to Mesquite. We were telling them we had to get all our permits. We said, "You'll be happy we're here." And they were like, "Okay." We're like, "No, you're gonna be happy." And so we out there. We had been there. Maybe we started May 2nd in 2015, and right before we opened, our dad passed away. And I'm
Oh
thinking,
boy,
oh yeah,
boy.
I know.
yeah, it was crazy.
Y'all just keep having diversity after diversity,
I
and
know.
but you just keep right on climbing the ladder.
It was crazy. So we pushed our opening back because he had passed away suddenly. And so when we opened our doors, though, we told him, you're going to be happy we're here. We opened in May, and in September we got our first award, Best Bakery in Cupcake category for the year. And we were
Oh,
like,
wow.
"Yay," we were really excited about that. And so we were all excited.
That's awesome.
It is.
And people were like, "You're a
And then
cookie
the
store."
following year, we won it again.
Oh yeah, we won in 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19.
4 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm not awards like that. I think are more for the people who put the hard work, more than the actual people that eat the food, because
Okay.
that makes y'all understand that your hard work pays off.
Okay.
And
Yes.
somebody notices that.
Yeah,
And
yes.
and a board of people notice that, and I
Yes,
think
right.
that's what's special about those.
It is. It
We
is.
were
Yeah.
excited. So we had people ask for our plaques. We're like, no. Then we were blessed that we won an award last year. We won an award, so we were excited. So okay, we'll take that. And then this year, all of a sudden, we won a lot of awards. And we were like, okay, and so we won best bakery for Dallas 2019 by the Observer. So we're excited about that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yes.
So
And
where are all your awards at now?
well, we said we're going to finally display them. So a company called us, but they called and said, congratulations. We said, on what? They said, you won an award. We said, when? And so we said, well, send it to us. We didn't know if they were telling the truth. And they said, oh.
Oh yeah, you don't know. No, you don't. There's too many scams
Yeah,
now. You don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, and so
right.
we're like, oh, we won an award, yay. And so then they said, we won another award. We won a top, we were ranked out of the top 30 bakeries in the United States. We're number 14 out of in the USA.
See,
I know.
so
Little
we-
bitty Cookie Haven,
yeah, we were
right?
excited.
Isn't that
Jennifer,
awesome?
I
We
know.
were
I
excited.
know.
So
are you displaying that one?
Yeah,
what happened when they
they're gonna
contacted
display
us?
all of
We
us.
have 15 plaques coming now. So we have 15 of our awards coming. Yeah, so they'll
we
be
will
here
display all
any
of
day.
them.
Okay, so real quick, let's just run through these. This is very interesting. So you won the four in a row for the best bakery.
It was best bakery in cupcake category for that
Okay.
one. Then we won best bakery again about a month ago for overall business.
Overall business.
Then we won the Dallas Awards program. We won best bakery for
Bakery.
2019 for
Okay.
our Dallas area. Then we won. Not one, but we earned the
For the
rank.
Yelp.
Yeah, Yelp, the number 14
Okay.
out of USA.
Okay.
Then we got top
Number 14
5.
out of Yelp in the USA. That's phenomenal right there.
No, honestly, and for us, I know it sounds really corny, but we really care that when you bite into a dessert, it's amazing.
That doesn't sound corny.
It can't be okay because
Right.
it has to be Cookie Haven worthy before to go on our line. And so there's times people ask us, well, can you create this or create that? And there's these rare occasions. Now my sister Kim, she takes no suggestions, none.
Well, someone asked her, "Do y'all take suggestions?" No. Like, okay.
She takes none. But I mean, she's like, but one
suggestions.
one couple asked us, will we create this particular dessert? And so Nita went in there and put it on her head and she, on her thinking cap and she started putting it together and tried it several times. But it was delicious, but it just was not worthy enough to go on the line.
It wasn't Cookie Haven worthy.
It wasn't
Right.
Cookie Haven worthy. So it can be good, but if it's gotta, when you bite into it, even if you don't like a particular that flavor, but if you will have to say acknowledge, but that's a good dessert.
Yeah.
Right.
And so that's what the desserts have to do.
Yeah.
And when we know it's good, it's that when people stop and talk about it. when they start holding these conversations, or they remember memories. Oh, they remember when their mom used to do this, or their grandma used to do this, or their aunt. And so now you know that they are truly enjoying their dessert.
Right.
And I call them newbies. I love newbies to come in.
My granddad used to call them greenhorns, but because the deers and stuff, they get little greenhorns.
Oh,
so
so
Dad used to
cute.
call them greenhorns.
And I love the expression of somebody who's never had a Cookie Haven dessert,
Right.
and they have it for the first time, and they enjoy it. Now we know everyone is not going to love Cookie Haven, but we think they may have a little problem. But for the most people, that when people bite into our desserts, they know. I mean, one gentleman he was sitting there eating our brownie, the one that's here,
Right.
and he was like, he was like, y'all put a lot of love in here, and
That is a
and
secret
and me
ingredient.
usually don't make that kind of comment, but I was like, he really does know that. There's some care into this dessert,
Right.
and so it's a big deal for us. It really is.
But not even the taste and the texture is important,
Yeah.
Right.
and then the look itself.
It is.
Right.
We tell our staff, even if a 3-year-old comes in, they need to get the same dessert that someone else received. Make sure the box looks good. Everything has to be perfect. But I don't care who you are, or where you come from. It has to look the same. And if we won't eat it, they don't eat it.
That's true.
Yeah.
We don't serve anybody anything that we won't eat.
Right.
And for us, because when we say this, we say, welcome to the Cookie Haven experience.
Right.
And what that means for us is that it's the environment, it's the dessert, it's the customer service. All of it has to be going, because people can go anywhere. They
Right.
don't have to come to Cookie Haven. Now, they wouldn't get the amazing dessert, but they still don't have to come to Cookie
Right.
Haven.
Right.
And so we feel like that when a customer comes through our door, we want them to know we appreciate you coming here.
That's the way I felt when I was there.
That we appreciate
Right,
you.
And you didn't know me.
No,
Right.
I was a guy in a cowboy hat. You didn't have any idea who I was.
No.
I just know y'all are like a bunch of ants running around. Y'all were so busy.
Yeah, and we just want people to know that, because again, to me, now Nita will tell you, I get really heartbroken when I go to restaurants and that customer service is not there.
So let me. A lot of food critics, people who review restaurants
Okay.
or foods, they review it on food.
Okay.
I review it because I've been in the restaurant business all my life. I review it. My review is on a whole scale. It's on the
Yes.
environment.
Yes.
It's on how vibrant it is. It's on the look. It's on the
Yes.
cleanliness. It's on the
Right.
staff.
Yes.
It's on the service. Does
Yes.
the staff look good? Is the service good?
Yes.
Is the quality of food good? Is the presentations good?
Exactly.
And y'all meet all that because that's
thank
what
you.
you're looking for.
Yes,
Right,
it is.
right.
It is. It is. And so sometimes it takes. It takes. I think that's what makes our job a little harder sometimes, is because we have this standard up here that we're looking for,
Right.
and we're not perfect. We're definitely not perfect, but we do care. And I think that's kind of what sets us apart, is that we really do care.
Right.
And so and people know that we want a label that said made, what does it say?
Made with love.
Yeah, made with love, because
it's not an ingredient.
But it's not an ingredient, but it's a fact. And,
Right.
and if I can share the side note is true. When I tell you, I was the kind of the joke of the family about cooking,
Right.
and because I didn't cook, I really didn't,
Bad.
and
She's
I was
really
a bad,
bad.
I was a
Well,
bad
she
cook,
just says bad.
and I was a bad cook.
She said bad. That's all one word, bad.
And Nita told me
true.
one little secret. That's all she told me. She said, Darla, when you cook, start cooking with love. Don't just cook to put something on your family's, on the table. Cook with love. So I changed this whole thought process. And when I started cooking, I really started caring about what I was cooking and wanted my family to really enjoy what I was cooking. And so, have I become a good cook?
No, she's really good. No,
So
really,
it's really true that you have to cook. Man, you have to care, and
Right.
you have to cook with love.
Yes.
And you want people to enjoy what you're putting before them.
Right.
You have to be passionate about it. Passion's
Yes.
a big part of it.
It is.
Oh,
It is
Everybody
true.
sits in my chair, comes to my show is passionate. And
Yes.
that's
Okay.
and I knew that's when I saw y'all.
Oh, we're
and
on.
that's why I said that's why I always go to people's restaurants or
Okay.
something for, because it's just. I
Okay.
mean, I like
That's
to see
smart.
what kind of goes on
Okay.
and,
Right.
and the food, and you can
Yes.
tell.
Okay.
You can tell. You
No,
can
you
tell
can.
someone just trying to do it to get by, make money, or if they're really passionate about their experience.
Okay.
Right.
Now, I don't like Yelp a lot because I think some people Yelp that shouldn't Yelp. Now, I'm
Yes.
just
Oh,
just
that's
being
true.
honest.
It's
That's
true.
true.
It's
That's
true.
true.
It's true.
John Teaser, the chef in Dallas, told me something one night. He's been on my show, and he said Yelp and gun owners should all have background checks before they do what they do. And I thought that was kind of funny. But number 14 in the United States on the Yelp, that's a huge deal because
Thank you.
Yelpers are hard to make happy. I mean, Yelpers are pretty hard to make happy.
Right.
And it's true. And the thing of it is, though, when it comes to that, we feel like we do what we do, and let our dessert speak for itself.
Right.
Let a customer service speaks for itself, and that's all we can do.
Right.
It
That's
is.
true.
And we're not trying to. We're not trying to impress people. We just do, like, people ask us, why did we move over to Jefferson? Because
So here we go. Let's get into that right now.
Okay.
So you were in Mesquite,
Right.
And you shut down, or you moved from Mesquite?
Well, no, actually, what happened was we were in Mesquite and we were happy, we were excited because we really love Mesquite.
Okay.
And
they were good to us.
Yeah, they really were good to us. And what happened? We had one of our customers come in and say, "You know, you're gonna be leaving Mesquite soon." He said, "It's not good for Mesquite, but it's good for you all." We're like, "No, we're not. We're staying right here," because we had spoken with the owner of the building and we were going to get more of her square footage because we only had about 1,200 square feet, but our building was 11,000 square feet. And so she said we could get more, so we talked to her about that. She was going to remodel. And so then he came back. We just kind of brushed it off. He came back about 2 weeks later and said, "You all going to be leaving soon." He said, "Again, not good for Mesquite, but good for you." Right? And we shut down 3 days later.
Oh, you did?
Oh, right during Christmas time. It was actually December.
We started having problems with the building.
Right.
And so
it was December
but
the
it was
9th.
serious problems. So
Yeah.
we had.
And so things were flooded. Even though we were in a plumbing building, we were having problems with the building.
Did
right?
he know that?
No.
Oh,
No.
I thought maybe it was a secret he knew. And he did.
No. And so when we shut down, we were going, "This is crazy," because it was right during peak season, and so we were kind of sad. And we had some weddings we had to do, so we had to make sure the brides knew, "Don't worry, it's legal for us to bake now. We'll bake out of our home. We'll make sure you get it." And so after that, we were kind of scratching our heads, and we were trying to find another place. And the city of Mesquite called and said, "Why don't you all just stay here?" And we said, "Yes, we want to stay." And so we were trying to stay. And we started talking to some owners that owned different properties. And after we talked to one owner for 4 months, we said no, we couldn't come to any agreement. So we said, "That's okay."
Okay.
And so after we said that, the very next day we found our location.
In Bishop's Art.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
It's near Bishop Arch, right?
near Bishop Arch.
It's right.
Yeah.
It's right by our back door.
Yeah.
And so we found that place there. And
Yeah,
so
I call it Bishop's Art.
Yeah,
Just
it's right
because I
there.
like the name Bishop's
Yeah.
Art.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
the whole concept of that.
Right.
So.
Right.
So then we found a place, and so we met a young man who was, I guess he was showing it to us, and so we said, "Well, we like this." It was just four. Well, here we go again with 4 walls.
4 walls.
Yes,
walls.
and we're going. And so we're thinking, so where we came from, we had like the wood floors, we had white wood walls, and it was everything just
clean.
crisp clean. And this here we're going, there are holes in the wall. We're thinking,
Like, cover that
right?
up.
Because it's all art. It's all artsy. And we're
Yeah.
thinking, no. And so.
It does look good though.
No,
Wait, y'all fixed it though, or was it like that?
Well, no, okay, no, it had the walls were there.
It already had the exposed wall.
I love the walls.
Yeah.
Right, but
That was my favorite thing.
Oh, you see, no, we were like, cover it up. And so our designer, our contractor, he said, "You can do what you want to. I don't think I would do that." So we talked to our kids because we're pretty old. So we talked to our kids, and they were like, "You should leave that alone." So
Yeah.
so then we started. Okay, so then we started decorating, around that wall, and then we had my son's girlfriend. She painted the wall for us. Did
the mural.
Did the mural for us, and it just started coming together. And so we drew it up, and people kept thinking, "What are you doing with this space?" Because we had to design our own space ourselves. And so Darla kept thinking, "I don't see what's going on here."
No, again, because see, I have to see the house built.
Right.
And
Right.
I want the rooms.
So you couldn't do a flipping move. You wouldn't have any idea. You have the vision. No, everybody's different.
I
Everybody's
can
different.
see that. And Nita would be, she see, a panel go up. Oh, I'm like, I don't know what we're doing here. I don't see all this.
Well, what I saw was which needs to be a big. Your big portion is your kitchen.
Yes,
and
it is.
what you have to have. That's what it takes for you to operate.
Yes, exactly.
We do. And even though we think we've outgrown that now.
We
crazy.
have.
Is it, okay, but didn't I see y'all through a big window? I'm trying to remember the space.
It's a decorating. We call it our decorating room.
Yeah. Okay. So you have the decorating room on this side, and then the kitchen's on
behind it. Right
behind it.
And
Okay. Y'all were working hard on something back there. Y'all were all getting together on something on what y'all were doing, but somebody was at one time a little bit of arguing going on. I don't remember what it was, but it was funny. I was
But you know what? This is what we love about this is that we can have a lot of stuff going on in the back, but when we walk out that door. I
watched you.
And we hit
I
that
know.
front.
Your face
Hi,
changed.
welcome to Kookie
I
Haven. Because you know what? Because customers deserve that. They don't care that your cat died. They don't care about all of that. They don't
care about machinery breaking.
We've had that. Wedding day.
Yeah, no. We had a wedding. It was right down the street, which was good. So travel time was nothing. And so that morning we were baking because we bake everything fresh. We do.
Right.
And so we were there. We had the ovens going. Everything they were stacked. All of a sudden the lights went out. And the ovens, went off. We're going, oh my God!
Stuff is in the oven.
And so some of the lights were on, like in the front, but we weren't baking in the front,
right.
We were baking in the back. And we're thinking, oh my goodness! Yeah. So all the owners, the business owners coming out, went outside, going, what is going on here? And so then we said we're going to call. Well, we found out that Encore had hit some line, and so it was they were digging, and so we're like, okay. So then we were just thinking, what are we going to do? Because his wedding is today, and so finally it came back on. But it was like an hour and 15 minutes. It wasn't long, but everything in the oven ruined. And this was the wedding.
It only took an hour.
Yeah,
But everything's in this oven.
We had to throw away.
We had to throw
And
away.
so we had this wedding. The wedding was at 3:00, and we were going. So it's like about 8:30. So by 9:45, something like that. Then when it came back on, and so we're going, okay, let's redo everything. So we're back making everything, mixing it from scratch, putting it in the oven, and we did it. We're rushing now because we had lost,
Right.
like almost 2 hours.
We still have to get the store open.
Right. And so then we were rushing, and so our sister that's not here, she actually dropped a tray of cupcakes on the ground. I'm going. Okay, so then by then
It's funny now, but it's not funny.
So by then
It's
you
not
go, you're
funny.
going, okay. So then you want to cry. So you go, okay. So then we're doing it again. So now number 3. We're all of it. Now by this time, the wedding, we're not making any money on this wedding.
Oh, yeah.
But we knew that they.
But you're trying to save face.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think we delayed our opening a couple hours because we had to get everything together.
Yeah.
So by the time we opened up, I think we had a couple hours left. We rolled everything down and they got to the wedding. Like we had plenty of time, but they never knew.
And they said it was amazing.
And they said it was amazing. We never told them since they came back. It was amazing, but it was crazy. It was a lot.
Y'all need a reality show. You ever think about that? Cookie Haven Live?
We thought about it, but then I don't know. I don't know.
Well, we interviewed twice. But,
We did. We interviewed twice for a reality show.
We really did. And we're thinking, but even doing the interview, we were just different. I'm like, no, we need to be ourselves because we need to be ourselves. It would be crazy. It would be crazy.
Well, no. What happens is you forget cameras are there.
Is that what happened?
Yes, you forget they're there.
Okay.
Yeah, you forget they're there.
Okay.
And that's what they want you. They want to get the
See,
real. They want to get the real scoop.
I don't know if we want to forget cameras are there.
But you do. It's just a fact. That's just what happens.
Right, that's true.
Again, because we love each other. We're sisters, but we love each other. But there's some times, honestly, Nita doesn't want to hear from me, and I don't want to hear from her. She puts in her headset, I'll put in my headset, and then we'll come together again because it's a lot. Because our first business, and when we were in DeSoto, I literally said after we closed, it was just a miracle, a blessing that we came out loving each other. Because it can be hard. It really can be.
It's harder than a marriage, actually, being in business together.
Yeah.
And I think the difference is too because we see each other so much, and what happened is we had lost our sister connection,
Right.
where it's that we would go out and spend time with each other and have fun together.
Oh, yeah.
And now all we do is work together.
Right.
And so we had to we're trying to make sure that we spend time with each other outside of Cookie Haven.
Gotcha.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
So, and are you still doing that now? Okay, that's good.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
last night I didn't go home, so I went to her house and got into bed with her, and
Yeah.
and
That's
she
awesome.
washed my clothes and stuff for me.
I did.
appreciate that.
Well, y'all worked hard.
We did.
Yes, we did. That was
So
like.
are y'all like this all the way through January right now with your schedule? Is it going to be like that
Yeah.
through January?
Yes. Yes. We hope so. Yes.
What do you mean you hope so? You're past the hope stage.
Thank you.
Well, no, thank you. I mean, because people still don't know who we are, but they're going to find out.
People
Well,
know,
but you
they
have
don't
lines.
know.
We mean you don't know where you are.
Oh, no.
Well, okay, so we have lines, but still people, because even a customer came in the other day, they said, I tell people about y'all all the time. They said, and
Because we have slow periods.
we have slow periods, and it's like, this should be lines at the door. And we're like, it's coming. It's coming. Where there's, her vision is, what is explain your vision about the whole reservation, what you want to see?
Well, we have once we do our outdoor seating,
Right.
then we'll have of course you have to come to the podium, and then we'll get you take.
I think that's a good idea.
Right, and then we'll say table for two.
People will like that.
Yeah.
Yes,
That'll be a
yes.
special.
Yes,
I'm gonna
yeah.
have a table over there reserved for me every day.
Yeah, and you have one too. We get two, right? No, yes. I mean, but no. And so we just know we figure with the love that we give, because we do care about our customers, and we have some customers. Sometimes we think we have great customers, and every now and then you get a customer,
Grumpy?
They're
every now and
special.
then
We call them
do.
special.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Call them special, yeah.
We do all we can, because we can't do everything. But we do all we can,
Right.
that's within reason. But sometimes you just can't,
Yeah.
please them.
No, listen, sometimes people have bad days.
That is
Right.
true.
They have bad days. Seriously bad days. Somebody dies. Something happens to
true.
somebody. The family members gets hurt. Dog gets run over.
That's true.
I mean, or they file bankrupt. I mean, stuff just happens.
I mean, it's true because we had a customer not too long ago. He came in and he wanted a German chocolate cake, and we had sold out of German chocolate, and he was just so heartbroken that we had sold out the German chocolate. And Nita said, well, why don't we? Okay, and that goes into our batter that we just released. And she said, why don't we give him a sample size of the German chocolate batter so he can go and the icing so he can go home and bake it himself. And he was so appreciative that his dog had just died. He had just put his dog down,
Right.
and so he wanted something to kind of lift him. And when he didn't get that dessert there, it was like it was, he was just kind of let down.
I know. I have 5 dogs,
Okay.
40 horses.
Wow.
So I know.
Okay.
I know.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
40 horses.
Okay.
Oh,
Right,
oh, see,
right.
I love animals. So,
So for us, it's like we just want people to know that we care, and what we're excited about is our batter. This is a
This was
big deal. This is a big deal.
Yeah.
Big deal. Explain how it came again.
Yeah,
Nita, that's Nita. How it came about.
I have ideas all the time. Remember I told you I don't like all the ideas I get.
Right.
And so I was driving home one day late from Kookie Haven, late from work, and all of a sudden I'm just driving, not thinking. This is the time where I wasn't thinking, which I
Right.
was happy about. And all of a sudden this came into my mind. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is good. Oh, this is a good one. And so I was so excited I couldn't sleep that night, but I didn't tell anybody until I saw my sister the next day. And I said, you know what? We need to have the cake batter. We need to make a cake where people can just open it, pour it, and bake it. Because you see,
That's
you
how
have
you do.
eggs,
Oh,
right? So we
yeah.
wanted where, because millennials, they like
Yeah.
everything to be quick and
Right.
instantaneous.
Yeah.
And so we said, and they want you want the homemade taste or the homemade flavor, but now you just open it and pour and bake.
That's what this is right here.
That's it.
Right, and that's the icing.
That's the icing.
That's the cake batter. Yes,
So
yes.
imagine. So now you don't need eggs. You don't need
This is
vanilla.
icing?
And that's icing. Yeah, that's icing. Yes.
You don't need.
I'm gonna-
you don't
And
need
strawberry.
Can I have
Oh,
this?
yes. You don't need a mixer.
Right.
You don't need anything.
You don't need a bowl.
So
right.
that's
right.
icing.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you a
Smells
strawberry person?
good.
Yeah, strawberry.
Yeah, I'm an everything person,
See, I'm not a strawberry
especially
person.
from you two.
But no, and so it's just simple.
Oh boy,
Icing.
Now, I don't think you're supposed to just be eating icing.
I am. My gosh, that's good.
No, it is again, and that's come of that part of that strawberry being our
And
number
this is the
one.
batter?
That's the
Yes,
batter.
yes,
That's the batter.
right. Mm-hmm. But it's neat though. All they do because it goes in the freezer. You put it in your freezer up to 3 months in the freezer, and then when you're ready to bake it, you just take it out and let it sit in your cabinet for say 15, 20 minutes.
And you just pour it?
You stir it. You can either dip it. If you let it stay longer, you can pour. But you just you can dip it with a spoon and just put it into your pan, and that's it. Or you can pour it.
And so
That is awesome.
It is. So, you have no more. You don't have no more cleanup time. You have no putting it together time. You have none of that.
No eggs.
Who designs y'all's packaging? Because all those packaging is really nice. Who designs your packaging? Do y'all do it?
We do.
We do.
Okay, and then you have it made.
But right. So we use a graphic company, and they do, and they. They produce everything we need for us, and so but we design it. We design.
So if you walk into, so I've been in the restaurant business all my life. I think I told you that. Probably tell everybody in the world that 10,000 times. I'm proud of it. But and we had lots of concepts. My dad even created concepts. When I was a kid.
Right.
If you walk into Kookie Haven, it looks like it's a franchise or somebody that's put in business for a long time.
People think
because
Say that.
everything is so well outlined. The packaging is phenomenal.
Yes, right.
Everything's fine. Everybody that walks in, hey, welcome to Kookie Haven. Welcome to Kookie Haven. Welcome to Kookie Haven. Welcome. All I heard is welcome to Kookie Haven. Welcome to Kookie Haven. But that's the experience you want people to have.
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
right. Well, we tell them don't say all the welcomes. Like everyone have to say welcome. Like you can welcome, but that's enough welcome.
But it's important though
Yeah,
because
it is.
it makes
It is.
people feel good.
Right.
No, it does because
Well, we teach our teams too, because when you go to a restaurant, anywhere you go, people should be happy you walked in the door.
Right.
Because
shouldn't be a
customer-
bother. You shouldn't be a bother to
And
us.
so even if someone comes out and they're mopping the floor, sweeping, we expect them to say something to the customer. You don't walk by a customer without saying hi. And so everybody speaks to the customer, whether you're a dishwasher, whether you're sweeping the floor, whether you're baking, you come out, you acknowledge the customer.
Do you know what the problem is now? You know where that came from?
Where?
Why people don't want to talk? Damn cell phones and emails. That's where it came
okay.
from.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Cell,
believe it.
cell phones,
Okay.
emails, video games.
Okay.
I'm not saying they're bad things. They're good.
Right,
They've been good for a
right.
lot of progress.
Right.
But it teaches kids at a young age not to communicate with anybody. And not talk to anybody, not do face to face. And I think face to face has been lost, and it's important because people need to feel good.
Right.
You know what? And it's true. We have some young team members.
Yeah, the high schoolers, yeah.
high schools, and they come when they first start. They don't speak. And one time, so they called and said, they're like, Mr. All, I'm at the back door. I said, I won't give a name. I said, hi, John. They said, I'm at the back door. I said, hi, John. They said, I'm like, John, I'm not coming to that back door until you say hi. I mean, you just can't just start a conversation. You got to speak. You got to say hello.
Yeah.
And then so now, and a young man now, he's so sweet. Now he speaks every time he comes in.
He was always
It's really not their fault.
Yeah.
And here's what happens. I was raised in a very communicating family and a very customer service friendly family.
Right.
That's what we did for a living.
Exactly.
Yes.
A lot of people aren't raised like that. The
Okay.
mom and
Right.
dad are working their butts off,
Yeah.
trying to pay
True.
debt, trying to
True.
pay bills,
Right.
trying to raise kids, trying to work, get
Right.
things
True.
for the household,
Yeah.
trying
Right.
to cook,
Yeah.
trying to keep their cars on the road,
True.
trying to keep
True.
their job, for God's
That's
sake.
true. That's true.
So they don't talk as much to the kids, and so the
Right.
kids, if they do, the kids are on their games.
True.
Yes.
They're on this game.
Yes.
They're
Right.
on
Yeah.
this game. They're on the phone. They're
Yes.
on email.
Yes.
Right.
So they don't get taught to
Yeah.
communicate with people.
Right.
And one of the young men said that he said when they send a text to us, they'll say such and such, and I'm like, how are you today? And then
Yeah.
and then they go, and he told me, he said, no, Star, what it is, we just used to texting each other,
Right,
and they
right.
don't have they don't say hello and hi, they just text.
Well, I asked, when you get up in the morning, you say hi to your parents? Like, no. I'm like, well, no. You need to say hi to your parents.
Yeah.
Like, say hi.
Say hi.
Like, say hi. And so, no. So we've had some that started at 16 and now they're 18. They've been a couple years with us. And so, but you can just see the difference. I mean, they're already great kids anyway. Parents did a great job, but they learn a lot. They learn a lot.
They are learning a lot.
Yeah.
They
So
are.
appreciate it.
Okay, so you're you're on Jefferson. How long you been there?
2 years on the 27th.
This
Okay,
month.
it still looked relatively new to me. So you're
Yes.
taking really good care of it. I thought it was like less than a year or something.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so let's talk about the menu. So we have all these treats right here.
Yes.
I'm gonna open these bad boys up so the God camera can see them up there. They call that a God camera.
Oh,
up
yeah.
there.
I can see everything. I can see y'all. Yes. Okay.
Oh my gosh, look at that one. So it even travels well.
Yes.
I like the way.
Okay. Now that's a stuffer. We created a stuffer. We actually have we had attorneys working on getting us trademark. So they already done a preliminary work. We just one step away from getting our trademark.
Okay, so hang on. So let's talk about this one first. Let's move this one. I think
Okay.
we're over where I can see it.
Okay.
We'll put it right in the middle. We'll put it right there, do this like this, because the camera can see
Okay,
them all.
okay.
I think. Okay. So this is called a stuffer.
A
Yes.
stuffer, you get 2 desserts in one. So it is a cake cooked inside of a cookie. And we should have brought your knife, because I tell people when they eat a stuffer, think of it like a steak. You got to cut into that stuffer. And you got a knife?
No, I got a knife. I got a knife right there, but I want to see this. I want to take a picture of it.
Where's all the top all messed up?
Oh,
now?
no, but that's how stuffer is.
okay.
Yeah, it's like a sloppy
It
Joe.
looks delicious.
Yeah.
Y'all so worried about everything. Y'all just need to.
I know it has to be presentation.
I know,
Everything.
presentation
It
is
is.
everything.
You know,
It is, isn't it?
oh, yes.
So stuffers, it's so funny. That particular stuffer, we call it a salty coma stuffer.
Right. I just had a tip. And I'm like, oh yeah, baby.
And so that one is one of our classic. And two people have said that stuffer is life changing. And I said, well, what does that mean? And they said, well,
You have a
it's
knife,
something different. Do you have a knife?
Yeah.
It's a big one right there.
I don't know why you think about getting a knife.
How do you think?
I can't get up.
So you got to have the stuffer again. It's 2 desserts in one. It's the best of both worlds.
Oh, is it?
A cookie and a cup.
Yeah, that's a sugar cookie with a wedding cake cooked inside.
It's down there. I'm sorry. Thank you, Chris. All the way down right here, all the way down behind all the way down. Thank you. Sorry, ladies.
No, sorry. We didn't
I'm
think of
sorry.
Okay,
we
so
didn't bring that.
which one, ladies?
That one. Yeah. There you go.
There we go.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it, buddy. So it's
so
a
get your
cookie.
board.
Hang on. It's a cookie inside a cake, or a cake inside a cookie?
Cake inside of a cookie.
Cake inside of a cookie.
It's like a crust around your cupcake.
Whose idea was this?
Okay, remember what I said? Who has all the ideas? Yeah, it is right there.
Oh my gosh. My girlfriend's watching this show right now, and if I don't bring some of this home to her, she will whoop my ass.
But you know what I say? I tell people this: Kookie Haven Desserts brings families together,
Yes.
and then it separates them. Because because everybody started wanting their own desserts. We've heard stories of people hiding in closets eating their desserts.
That's
Are
true.
you serious?
Yes.
Oh, that's true.
And
yeah.
moms hiding desserts from their children.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah. So
it's
sad, yeah.
So you
wow.
get a soft and a crunch at the
You
same
do.
time.
Yes. Well, sometimes when someone's new to the store, I always
Oh,
tell
my
them.
God.
I know. People say that's amazing.
Whenever I'm at the counter, I'll say,
That's delicious.
You know, and the funny thing about that stuffer is that
Holy
when
moly.
we created that, people would say how amazing that stuffer is, right? And I had never really tried the stuffer. And so I accidentally took it home.
Oh yeah.
One home. I thought it was Nita's, and I took it home. I said, "Well, this is really good. I said, this is a good."
This is phenomenal.
It is. It's really delicious. It's 2 desserts in one.
Yeah. And so almost any cake that we have can be stuffed
That-
inside of a cookie.
So
People they create all kind of.
Yeah, people create. They come up with all kind of creations of stuffers.
How long have you been doing this?
I think we created that in 2015.
Okay.
Nope, no, 2014. Yeah, I'm sorry, 2014.
And so you can stuff pretty much anything. There's certain we haven't done the German chocolate yet stuffing, but we're thinking about doing that, stuffing the German
Well,
chocolate.
today we at the store we had a pumpkin cake stuffed inside of a snickerdoodle cookie.
It's gonna be good.
Snickerdoodle with pumpkin, which is really good. So
So you can put anything.
inside of a cookie.
This crust is phenomenal, y'all.
And so it's your cookie. It's
Sometimes
your
it-
sugar cookie.
We done like strawberry inside of a lemon cookie. So
Oh,
they
yeah, people like that.
Like
Or
strawberry
key
lemonade
lime.
or key lime. Yeah, yeah. It's just whatever they think of.
And you're working on a patent now?
It's a
We're
trademark.
actually
Trademark?
trademark. Yeah, trademark. We went for a patent, but that's costly. So trademark. Yes.
Okay, so and now you're getting ready to experience the decadent brownie that you described it.
You better get some water.
You better get some
I
water.
got some right here. See right here? You know what this is? This is my unicorn cup because my granddaughters believe they're magical. So I got to stay magical drinking in my unicorn cup.
Save it for the granddaughters, right?
Wait,
I kind of like it too. I ain't going to lie.
Grand who?
Granddaughter.
Oh, you have a granddaughter? Yeah.
I have 2 of them.
You have 2? Oh, she has grandkids. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's special.
I have granddogs.
A granddogs.
That's right.
That's another level.
Okay. This feels really good. Is there? Oh my gosh. What is this called?
That's a decadent brownie. So
A decadent brownie.
right. So it has a caramel sauce and chocolate sauce on top with walnuts and pecans in that right there.
Y'all killing me.
It has to be amazing. It can't be okay.
No.
We
It's
don't.
amazing.
We can't do okay.
Right. Yeah.
And Kim's favorite is
This one?
No,
this German chocolate.
German chocolate. But it's funny though that's a big seller for us, but we don't eat that one.
What?
The decadent brownie.
No.
This right here is my favorite so far.
You see-
Yeah. We have another brownie called Plain Jane, and then Plain Jane loaded. It's simple, doesn't look like much.
But-
It's
oh.
seriously good. It doesn't.
But
It's
whenever we bake that brownie, we always eat it.
Yeah.
So we don't hardly bake that brownie.
And what's it called?
Plain Jane.
Plain Jane.
and then Plain Jane loaded because it's loaded with brown.
Plain Janes are supposed to be baked potatoes.
You know, her son is a rapper.
In Dallas.
And,
Oh, awesome.
And so what is his stage name?
Plain Jane Francis. Right.
It's Plain Jane Francis.
Right.
Okay.
And so we named the brownie.
So we were coming up and I was like, "Ooh, let's name it Plain Jane."
Yes.
And so
Has
that's
he
where
written a
that.
song about it yet?
No.
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 So that's the German chocolate.
Yeah.
And we think our German chocolate is one of the most amazing German chocolates that you eat.
But it's funny. I don't eat any of those. Right?
So moist.
It is. It is.
Good God.
But once you get sick eating all the sweets, you need some water, right?
I'm not going to get sick eating sweets. I'm going to tell you that right now.
No, it has to be delicious.
Right. Or you can't taste it. And people always say when they come to our shop, they're surprised because everything tastes good. Even if you don't like it, it's going to taste good. I always think, why should you sell something that doesn't taste good? It makes no sense. Not
Yeah,
to me. It
right.
doesn't, you know? Because you go somewhere, you go, don't eat that, get that. To me, those should be on there if you don't like it. You know.
So what is I've got a few minutes left here. The menu, you got cakes, you got cookies,
Right. Brownies.
And
brownies,
We have cookie cakes.
our amazing hot chocolate.
our amazing hot chocolate. We
Yeah.
get that real quick.
Yes.
And if
it's still
somebody
hot.
if somebody wants to get a hold of y'all at Kookie Haven, what's the website?
It's cookiehaven.com.
Cookiehaven.com. That, boy, how easy is
I
that?
know. And then cookiehaven at yahoo.com for the
Yeah.
email.
Cookiehaven at yahoo.com
The email, yes.
Email.
for the email. And cookie spelled, in case you can't see, in case you're watching listen to the podcast, cookie is Kookie Haven, Haven. Cookie Haven.
That was not for you.
That was not for you.
We need whipped cream. Come on. We need
Oh,
whipped cream.
boy.
Okay. So this hot chocolate starts with chocolate chips.
Oh, boy, that's good.
We need cinnamon with it, though. I mean, no, we need some whipped cream.
Whipped cream.
Darn, we forgot the whipped cream.
And
I love whipped cream, by
and
the
I,
way.
and I wanted to open up a package and just pour it.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Oh, no, yeah.
And
yeah.
she said no.
This is delicious.
No,
Thank
thank
you.
you. It tastes better with whipped cream.
It does.
Are you selling a lot of this?
Well, it depends. Now,
People don't know it.
Right.
Yeah, people. Yeah, not yet. Yeah, not yet.
The ones that taste it, they love it. And sometimes we'll give samples out, and then they keep coming back. So, yeah.
So yeah, so this winter we should sell a lot of it.
You're going to sell a lot of it. It's just like you're getting never get real cold here. It gets cold sometimes, but it's not like Minnesota or
Chicago,
someplace Alaska or somewhere it gets freezing cold all the time.
That's true.
Well, the one last thing Kim wants to, and so we're trying to look into that now. She wants to take this on Shark Tank.
Oh, you should do it on Shark Tank.
That's what she said. We've got to take that on Shark Tank.
You should.
Yes.
Well, listen, I've enjoyed having y'all here so much.
Thank you.
And I want everybody to
Thank
go
you.
to Kookie Haven.
Thank you.
Or about Bishop's Art on Jefferson.
Yes.
And again, if you're trying to get a hold of them, y'all, I would just look it up right now. It's cookiehaven.com. And if you're trying to get a hold of us, as usual, it's treyschowdown.com. You can go on there for all of our restaurant guide, our Texas barbecue guide, or even our shows. Also, you can find us live now on the TCN app, TCN network. And you can go to the TCN website and get the app, and the app has got all kind of lifestyle stuff on there. It's got country music on there. It's a fantastic app, and now you've got us on there and Kookie Haven.
Yay.
Oh, yay.
And I appreciate y'all coming in.
No,
thank y'all very much.
Thank you. It's been great. Thank you.
I'm Trey Chapman, publisher of Trey'sChowdown.com. I'm passionate about finding the best food, drinks, and chefs and sharing it all with you. I should know I have over 5 decades of food experience. Find me on any podcast platform, Facebook Live, or just Google me. Now you can watch and listen to all my great finds every week on my live TV and radio podcast at Trey's Chowdown Live.